Hey, so I just want to tell you that it's all your fault. It is. It's all your fault. Somebody said that to me, a little while, some time ago. And I thought, is it? Oh, it's all my fault. And it did really really made me think because actually it's true, isn't it? Wherever I am in my life, in my career, in my relationships, in my business, it's all down to me. It's all my fault. But then I thought about it a bit more and I thought, is it my fault? I mean, let's have a look at a few things. So I was made redundant a few years ago. Was that my fault? My husband has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and he's now got blood cancer. Is that my fault? I was ripped off by a builder and left with a derelict home and lack of money. Was that my fault? And I was bullied at work. Was that my fault? Of course, no. Those things specifically aren't my fault. But how you deal with them is your fault. How I dealt with those things was all down to me. So in a way, it is my fault, but only where I got to through it. The actual incidents aren't necessarily your fault, but how you deal with it is your fault. It's up to you to decide how you deal with these things, how you react to things. And that's what makes it your fault. Wherever you are in your life right now, it is your fault. It is based on decisions and choices that you have made. So let's have a little look at my examples. So I was made redundant 2.5 years ago, and I could have blamed everybody. I could have thought it's not fair. It's not, it's really not fair that I've been there that long. I've offered so much to them. I've given myself. I felt like I'd given myself to the organisation. I could have got angry about it. But do you know what? I go through those emotions quickly. And then I think, actually, do you know what? I'm really grateful for the time I had there. I've learned a lot. I've met lots of new people. And now I'm excited for my new adventure. And that's got me to where I am. My husband being poorly, obviously, I can't control my husband being poorly. And there's obviously an element of processing, but to blame society, to, blame the universe, to think, why me? Why has this happened to me? Because this has changed our lives significantly. We could have just sat back and thought, oh, that's it, life's over. We can't do all the things we used to do. But no, we sat and think, actually, we're really grateful that he can still do a lot of things. And so we make the most of those things. We don't sit stuck in a rut. We go out and we do the things that we can do. I got ripped off by a builder. That was the worst year of my life. Lots of things happened that year. But I was ripped off by a builder. And I thought, is that my fault? Well, no. I mean, you could argue that I picked the wrong builder, but I followed all of the procedures. We had contracts, references, everything. And then he just didn't turn up. He had my money. And, there's a moment where you get angry about these things, and that's okay. But you have to process it and come out the other side. Otherwise, what happens? You never trust a builder ever again. I was just left with a derelict house. I had to do something about it. So I found a way. I found another builder. I learned how to trust another builder, and I moved on and I put that behind me. I don't think about that scenario anymore because it's gone. It's past. We've moved on. And then I was bullied at work. And, it's not my fault that I was bullied. Boss came in. Things change. That's okay. But what often happens is you then blame that person, you blame the environment, you blame everything else. You get angry about it, you get stuck, you lose your confidence because of these things. And all of these things happen. And I know it's not easy. I've been there. It isn't easy to deal with, but you have to find a way because this is your life and getting stuck there is your fault. So notice it. That's what I did. You think, hang on a minute, this isn't acceptable. I'm not prepared to be treated like that. You take responsibility for it and you move on. I left, got another job because that's how I take control of it. It was my fault. So it's all about realizing that everything that happens in our lives, we play a part in. We allow things to happen. We tolerate things. We ultimately have a responsibility for the outcome that happens and the consequences of those decisions that we make. So you have to take responsibility for your life because, as I said, the majority of your life is as a direct result of your actions, behaviours, and choices. Okay, so what can we do? Well, there's a few things we can do. The first thing is that you must start prioritizing yourself and your well-being. Be kind to yourself. Look at what those things that you are accepting and tolerating and decide not to tolerate them anymore. You know, treat yourself like you would treat your best friend, and make some decisions to improve your well-being. Prioritize yourself in your own life. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming other people for the situation that you're in, perhaps that you've been treated badly, whatever it is. Stop blaming them. That's happened. You have a decision to make. You can move away from them. So look at what you can do to change the situation. There is almost always something that you can do to make the situation better. Remove toxic people from your environment, remove toxic people from your life, and remove yourself from any toxic environments, because they're not good places to be. And you are choosing to keep those things in your life, no matter how hard. I know it's hard, but you are making a choice. It is your fault that you are in this situation. You need to fill your life with people who support you, who love you, who will drive you, who will help you be kind to yourself and live your best life. And if they're not doing that for you, then you need to seriously think about why they're in your life. Learn to like yourself. Learn to love yourself, because you are the most important person in your world. And if you learn to like yourself, it does have a knock-on effect. You become more confident, you have a better life, and all the people around you have a better life as a result of it. So you have to commit to yourself as a priority and just get rid of all the crap. Don't put up with the crap that's going on around you, because it's not fair. You don't deserve it. And then decide what it is you want. Sit down, have a think about it. What is it you want from your life? What are you not doing that you should be doing? I see so many people get stuck in their lives, stuck in relationships, stuck in jobs. And obviously I deal with jobs a lot with people. And I see people stuck in jobs that they hate now. I see people stuck in jobs that they've just fallen out of love with. See people stuck in jobs because they've just got comfortable there. And then they whinge about it. They don't like it and they don't want to get up and go to work. But you've got to get off your ass and do something about it. It's up to you. And I know fear holds us back, doesn't it? We get scared of things. And, even though we're in a bad situation, actually change feels even more scary. But believe me, it really isn't. And if you talk to anybody that's made one of those brave decisions and made a difference in their life, they will all tell you that they wish they had done it sooner. So don't wish your life away. Do it. Make that change. And it's your fault that you're where you are in your life, but it's also, up to you to change it. So, take a bit of time, do some reflection. What is it that you really want? What is it that's holding you back? What excuses are you making to stay where you are? What is it that you could do to make one small change? Get out of your own way and create yourself a better life. And I just want you to understand that it is your fault, but you have every opportunity to change that, to change your life. Get out of your own way, make some decisions, reach out for help if you need help, but make a change and make your life better. So what change could you make today to make your life better?